Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Painting in Place. I'm Scott, and today we are going to be continuing work on the Dark Elf throne. It's looking pretty darn cool. I gotta say, this is actually the first time I'm getting in the habit now of doing a little bit of painting of something else in my own time before doing this show. And man, I feel a lot more like relaxed and in the zone. I'm liking this. We're gonna keep doing it. I hope that you have all had a fantastic week. Let's see who we've got here. Benjamin, and as always, great to see you. Eric, hey, how's it going? Lazy Goth, right? Eric, I'm finally gonna get names attached. It's gonna be great. Crandall, 95, hey, welcome back. It was great seeing you at the Gauntlet yesterday, and welcome to our painting show, or one of our painting shows. Let's see, Brioni, hello, great to see you as well. All right, I don't think I have any announcements right now. One thing, hey, look, I had it, yes. One thing I do want to bring up and make sure we all know, so since we got our Twitch affiliate status, which we're all very excited about over here, and it is mostly thanks to all of you, in fact, like largely thanks to all of you, we've had some new interactive implements that you can do for watching this show. Hey, Crom the Crusher, hello, how's it going? I'm gonna have to be careful and make sure I don't do anything that you hate. In the bottom left of the, well, bottom right of the screen, but the bottom left of the chat, you will see that you are getting inspiration points for watching this chat. Now, I want to tell you right now, if you click on that, you will see that you can use that to redeem points for things that do not make sense for this show. Don't redeem those points in this show. Those points are to be redeemed in our show on Saturdays at 1 p.m., The Gauntlet. So if you give me advantage, it's not going to do much for me in my painting. And if you make me spin the wheel of chaos, nothing weird's going to happen here. So that only happens in The Gauntlet, but you get to, rack up those points for being here. Let's, yeah, that's enough from me. I don't think I need to say anything else. And let's bring things down. So here is where we last left off. And actually, let me bring these lights in. Now that my face, oh gosh, my keyboard. I've got my keyboard down here just in case things go haywire. Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, it's so bright. The joys of working in a very small space. So here is where we left off last time. We had just finished up the highlighting on the edges of the spidery appendages, legs. It's spider legs, come on. The spider's legs on this throne, and we had just gotten like some of that edge highlighting done. Now where we need to go from here, we had cleaned up this emerald, and I believe we need to clean up the emeralds on the sides over here. And we're going to get into highlighting the highlighting these emeralds, as well as highlighting the draping going on the throne itself. So yeah, things are going to look pretty good. Let's go ahead. Oh no, my paintbrush. Apparently doing great this morning. This brown right here is from the thing that I was doing right before we started. I was just painting a nice little tree stump, because you can never have too much set dressing. As always, we've got our little sheet. What were we using for the emeralds? I'm guessing we were using emerald. Yeah, look at that. So, emerald green from, I believe that is a Vallejo. Where are you? Where are you? Whoa. There we go. Yep, emerald from Vallejo. So let's get this going. Hey, CBC4301, good to see you as well. All right, making sure to get these all nice and shaken up. How's everyone's week been so far? I hope that you have had a good time. Eric, how's the painting been going over on your end? I think last we chatted, you had just gotten things started and going. So since this one is already cleaned up, we're gonna clean up these ones on the side so that while those are drying, we'll be able to then highlight the one up here. Trying to do as much action economy on our gems as possible. this isn't going to be too hard at all, although I did just realize that I did not water that pigment down at all. I'm sure a couple of you out there were screaming at me, wait, Scott, hold on, you forgot. And here we go. Much better. Much better. So probably put down a bit too much. And let's get some music going. There we go. Lazy Gother, Eric, we have the minis primed. We got a mispick in the mail and got a black primer instead of gray. I was getting loud. We're planning on painting either today or tomorrow. That's tough with the primer. Because I did black primer once and I very much disliked it. Makes it very hard to see those details. And I kind of have the same thought for my 3D printing. I used to use a white filament when printing, and it would just blow out anything that I was printing. I couldn't see anything. And I thought, all right, I'll switch over to black. Same issue. As soon as I switched over to black, it just, rather than all of the details being blown out, all of the details were hidden. So I finally switched over to a gray filament, which is so much better. So yeah, gray primer is the way to go, in my opinion. Although, I will say, the biggest thing that I've started doing that has saved me so much time is I use the spray primers by Army Painter. So it's a rattle can primer, and there is a 100% color match to a lot of the colors that they have. Let me actually see if I can find one. So I've got here like the leather brown from Army Painter, and you can see it's got the 100% color match label right there, which means if I prime the thing in gray, or in this leather brown, and then need to go do some touch-ups, I've got the exact same color, not in a rattle can. And that's been really helpful. I've used that on, I used that on the, wait, did I use that on the shipwreck? No. Did I have that for the shipwreck? I feel like I did not. Maybe I did. Yeah, no, I remember. I bought it for the shipwreck because I knew that was going to need a lot of work. All right, so those gems have now been gone over. We're gonna have to reshade them as well, which is part of the reason we started on that. I'm pretty sure we did the green wash already. Shoot, I can't remember. It's been so long. It's been 2 weeks, guys, since we took last week off. You know, that looks shaded. That gem looks shaded. So I think we're gonna be good. So, since this gem has been shaded, we're gonna be doing layering on this. So the first thing we're gonna do is actually go over, get my wet palette to work for me here. There we go. So we're gonna go over with our original base color, and just letting those shadows sink in. Here we go. But yeah, so Eric, what are you planning on painting? Do you have any minis that, in particular, that you've picked out and went, haha, yes, this is going to be the one? Or are you just planning on doing like a grab bag of, okay, we're gonna grab something and whatever happens, happens? All right, that's good for the first pass on that. So now we need to work our way up. Eric, I'm painting a wizard and my wife will paint a skeleton archer. Oh, nice. Skeleton archers are, again, skeletons are one of those things that you just want to have a bunch of them. You can never have too many skeletons because everyone fights a skeleton at some point in their life. Ooh, nope, toxic mist is not going to do it. So we need to work our way up to a lighter green. So specifically, I'm going to be pulling out my greens and seeing what's going to work. We also want to keep in this same kind of blue-green tone. So that wizard orb is a little darker, unfortunately. Goblin green is not going to do it too much. See, now we're getting darker and darker. Huh. We might be working into jungle green. Oh, dungeon slime. That could be really pretty, and then work our way up to this yellow green. Yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be our highlighting progression right here. Hopefully that works. So we're gonna be using Dungeon Slime by Reaper, which is another great color. Cromley Crusher, I think I'll paint one of my larger monsters next. Owlbear or Griffin, maybe. Oh, wait, do you have a Griffin? That, I don't think I've seen that many. I've got an Owlbear as well that I'm holding off on. I don't know, we'll see. We'll maybe work our way up into that here soon. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, you'll note I put a little drop of this, but for layering, we're just gonna work these together. We're trying to get that transition color, yeah? That looks pretty good. That looks really good. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. All right. There's that so far. It's looking pretty good. Ooh. Okay, there's that. Crom gifted a tier 1 sub to Lazy. Hey, Crom, thank you. That's great. Yeah, I get for those of you who I'm not gonna lie, I'm just now learning Twitch. I learned Twitch for this show that we do, so I'm still learning Twitch, and yeah, people are you're able to gift subs to one another. You're able to donate bits, you know, for things that you're like, oh, that was really cool. Here, have some bits. Which also, if you donate bits in any of our shows, they'll go towards the folks in the gauntlet, so they get gold from it. That's not something that if you are if you're not able to tune in for the gauntlet, we want everyone to be able to feel as though they're able to help and participate. I don't have words. I don't have, wow, my brain just shut off. Alerts. I don't have alerts set up on this painting show, because I'm still learning those. So I'll do my best to, you know, keep an eye on everything. One of the things I'm looking forward to is we are gonna have to figure out like custom emojis, and that I'm actually really excited for. Obviously, we're gonna have to hire an artist to get those done. But you know, that's things we get to do now. It's just so very exciting. Can you guys hear the music at all? Or is that just in the background for me? So I decided I should add music so that you guys can have something to listen to when I stop talking, because inevitably detail work happens, and when that happens, I tend to shut up. So, yeah. There's that. Crom finds the music very soothing. Lazy Goth, not hearing music. Let me try turning it up a little bit. How's that? Because unfortunately right now it's coming through one computer, so it's coming through the microphone. I don't have it streaming like you hearing what I hear. I'll get on that. I'll get on that. Oh, Crom, it helps control the rage. You were feeling the rage last night. That was rough. You guys got very far. I didn't quite make it all the way. Alright, so now we're gonna work this layer up one more time. What do we think? I think that should do it for that part of the gem. I can even go one higher, just to get to the very center there. There it is. Oh my gosh, so much happening. Oh, hey, Shady Scott. Yeah, you guys will get there next time. Forget what happens to barbarians at level 2. Danger sense and yeah, no, you guys are gonna be getting a pretty big bump. Like it's pretty big. Alright. That's looking pretty good. Let's I think that's gonna do it for the gems. So let's go ahead and move into the I never know what to call this. The draping cloth. So let's see. The colors that we had going on, we were using heraldic red for the seat itself, and we've already washed it. So we're gonna need to, where are you at, heraldic red? There you are. Another by Reaper. let's put this down in this corner so we don't, you know, confuse ourselves with, oh no, what are we going to do next? Oh no, what are we going to do next? Ta-da. All right. Making sure our brush is clean. Hey, History Professor Dave. Great to see you. How's it going? I will never forget that you're a history professor because since I, you know, missed that the first time. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go through with our original color and just bring some of this definition back. Always remembering to breathe because I always forget. Also with highlighting, I go so minuscule detail so quickly. I gotta remind myself that this first pass is actually pretty big and pretty broad. You gotta start big so that you can get those details later, you know? Going well. Sorry I'm late. I'm battling against OBS settings. Oh, the struggle is real, Dave. The struggle is real. Are you using OBS or are you using Streamlabs OBS? Because I will tell you right now, one of them is far superior than the other. I was using just OBS on my old computer because it's all that I could do. And then when we got our streaming computer built, I was able to upgrade to Streamlabs OBS, which made my life so much easier. I need to switch to Streamlabs, methinks. Thus far, I've only used it for recording PowerPoint lectures. Yeah, if you... What sort of computer are you using? Because I believe you can only use Streamlabs on a Windows. It doesn't work for a Mac. Which is why I wasn't able to use it on my first computer. And again, not trying to start like a Mac versus discussion. They are each better for their own thing. But yeah, if your computer is able to handle Streamlabs, running a Windows, yeah, definitely switch over. It's a lot more user-friendly. It is, you get a lot more control over the things that you can add in. Oh boy. Alright, time to hold this guy upside down because woof. All right, there's that first pass of highlighting done. Fortunately, I'm not the one running the stream for our D&D game tonight, but I'm trying to learn what I'm doing better. That's handy. It's handy that, you know, you can tag off who's running the stream. I know here, all of the streaming that we do is handled through the tavern. So like the tavern is our main source of, this is where everything happens. But you know, I could see we're having someone else be like, hey, we're gonna run this stuff today. Could be really handy. And yeah, where can we catch the stream? You streaming tonight? Was that you said? I don't. Why do I need to double check? Yeah, I can look through the game tonight. Okay, so there is that. Oh, right. Sorry, Dave. I have links turned off in the chat. And just a safety call that we took when we went public. Yeah, Dave, actually, if you want to pop into our Discord. So for everyone watching, time for shameless plugs. Yay, you guys, you brought this upon yourselves. There's a link for our Discord below the video here. You can click on that. Our Discord is public to all of our viewers. So originally it started as a Patreon only reward, but we wanted to grow and bring our community more together. So anyone can join. So pop on over to our Discord. You can share stuff there. Also, if you're watching and you aren't following currently, hit that follow button. It actually helps our players over in the Gauntlet on Saturdays at 1 p.m. It helps them out. We need 75 followers to make things easier for them. Also, if you like what we do and that's the reason you want to do it, give us a follow for that. That should be the main reason you give us a follow, right? You like it? Anyway, we're gonna add our next red in, which we could move into flat red, but that's still pretty close in color, and I want to find something that's much brighter so that I can just keep adding more and more. I don't know. That's an effect. We don't want to put an effect in. Pure red. Yeah, pure red would be better. Do I really not have any like bright reds? Scarlet. We're gonna do Scarlet. Uncle Benji, I've just followed. Thank you so much, Uncle Benji, and thank you for dropping in. Yeah. It's great to have you. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the tavern. Yeah. We are excited. I feel like I say that every week, but we are excited for a lot of new things in that, God, I was doing the count with some of our pack mates the other day as to the number of shows that we currently have like in the book or in the works that realistically have just been put on hold because of, you know, the state of the world right now. But we got a lot of things that we're working on building. I will say, oh hey, Fireball DK in the tavern is now a wizard. I like that. Yeah, in the tavern, actually, for anyone who isn't there, you can level up as you chat. You can choose a class so that people can like see what you you know, what sort of personality you bring to the table. And we also typically hold a post-show hangout there after every show. So I'll be there after this stream. to hang out with folks, and you know, as I tear down the streaming setup, just chatting, actually being able to answer, like, you know, questions that I normally wouldn't answer live on a show, and have more attention to give directly to you all, as opposed to like splitting my attention between here and you know, painting as well as chatting. And it's also a place where we get to announce things like new shows coming. You can feel as though, well, not just feel as though, you have some direct influence on AP, because we'll post in there and be like, hey, we're thinking of launching this new show, like, or we've got these shows. If you had to pick one to see next, what do you want? So yeah, you get a lot of direct influence with how people. Oh, hey, thank you for that. Yeah. So the other thing is, Ben here is our moderator. History Professor Dave Fireball DK is me. Nice. Yeah. So Ben is our moderator. He's allowed to post links. So yeah, that was a great solution to that. Good job, Ben. Now with this layering step, we're on to, you know, very subtle highlights. Ooh, that was almost a slip. That got some red onto the throne itself, and that would not have been good at all. And also, like, after last night's gauntlet, a bunch of us went over onto Discord, and we hung out, we, what did we do? We talked strategy, we talked theory, all that stuff. Congrats on hitting 50 followers, Dave. Dang, Dave, that's fat. That was, wow. When did you guys start? That was quick. So yeah, whew. Man, a week on the shelf and this thing is collecting some dust. All right, time to add. Ben, your job got a tad harder last night. Yeah, we might have to we might have to like assign someone else to be able to do you know, something like keeping track of all the. I actually, on that note, Ben, I do think, you know, once I figure out what went wrong, I'll be able to track bit donations in the gauntlet, so you won't have to worry about that. You know, as we grow, we'll obviously eventually need to get another moderator. So you let me know when it's starting to get to the point where, like, I could use a hand, and we'll do that. Also, Ben, congrats on hitting your next stretch goal on your Kickstarter. Ben is the proprietor of Lachlan's Loot Library. That is currently making the Character Chronicles. Do I still have one? No, I put it away. making some really cool storage solutions for D&D stuff. And yeah, he's got a Kickstarter going right now. You just hit, you got your next stretch goal, which is awesome. Shameless plug for me. I made the map that is the like the stretch goal reward path. Had some fun doing that. I've been doing a lot of map making actually these days, and before I used to just do like digital maps. Mind if you share the link? Yeah, no, go ahead, Ben. I don't mind. Look at us, we become affiliates, and now we're just like trying to sell everyone's stuff. No. Thank you for asking beforehand, and also I want to be upfront with everyone watching us. Like we don't want to get weird with buy stuff, give us money, like, do all of this. I mean, heck, I ran a commercial break during our intermission last night on the Gauntlet, and I felt weird doing that. So yeah, anything that anyone ever gives us, we're gonna be upfront with where that is going. We're going, and I'm never gonna push it. I'm never gonna push stuff on you, because we're here to hang out and have a good time. Dave, me too with the map making. Yeah, it's fun and relaxing. A lot of the stuff that I've been doing was digital, but I've gotten into doing some hand-drawn map making now, and that is just so darn relaxing. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there with these highlights. Honestly, I think I could even highlight up to a lighter color. So yeah, we're let's do this really quick. All right, we're gonna do that. So we're actually gonna put some coloring into the Scarlet. Big thanks to the lurking viewers, by the way. Thank you, Ben, for calling that out. Yes, for anyone watching who's not participating in the chat, we see you. Well, we don't see you. I'm not trying to creep you out. No, but thank you for watching. It's great having you. Hope that you're enjoying the content. And yeah, it's great to have you here. So to work this up, we're actually gonna throw some pink in there, and that might be a. Yeah, we're gonna do Monster Maw, which is so well named. Like this is perfect for the inside of a monster's mouth. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Gonna work that into the Scarlet. Wow. Maybe I should work the Scarlet into that. That was... There we go. There we go. Get a little more of a transition in there. All right, yeah, so we've got our Scarlet, we've got our transition, and a little more in that transition. Yeah, so we got our Scarlet, we got our transition, then we got our lightest. we go. Lazy Goth. I'm racking up inspiration that I'm excited to use this Friday. Oh, I'm excited to I'm excited to see you use it. Man, we actually had a long discussion on the inspiration last night and talking about, like, should we add some things? Should we change some things? But it really did change the whole feel of the game. Because it was fun before. Like, we thoroughly enjoyed it before. But now it's a whole different monster, and it is so much fun. Alright. Got a little weird there, so I'm going to try and take some of that off. There we go. That worked. Yeah, made the game that much more exciting. Chaos Wheel off the rip. Oh gosh, that'd be... I'm gonna go ahead and let you all know, in the Chaos Wheel, gosh, what is there? There's 33 different things that can happen on the Chaos Wheel. And I think math-wise, there is a... Oh, that was too much. There's about a 40-something... Hey, do cheers here count towards the gauntlet? Crom, that you... Yes, they do. Oh, I might have to change that rule just so that players don't put money in their own pocket. Crom, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, you suck, dude. I mean, you're great. Oh. What was I even talking about? Oh, right. I'm gonna have some water. I'm gonna just... Anyway, there's about a 40% chance of something good happening. There's about a 30... Crom is patting his own pockets. Yeah, you are. Crom likes embezzling. A third... I forget the exact number, but essentially... It comes out to about, like, 40 to 45% something good, 30 to 35% something bad, and then the remaining 20-25% is something neutral, but also just something weird. So yeah, we'll see what happens. All right. CBC, 100 bits for Grom. Thank you for the bits. Oh. Oh, wait, hold on. Crom, stop it. Yeah, no, DM ruling. I'm gonna say right now, anything that Crom the Crusher says in chat is canon. So deal with that, Crom. Crom loves cannons. Oh. Well, we'll see about giving you a cannon, maybe. Maybe I'll put cannon on the list of stuff that you can actually buy, and you can eventually just go around toting a cannon. Current list: Crom hates shrieking. Wait, no, loves shrieking, crushing, skulls, good moderators, damage, camels, riches, glory, embezzling, and cannons. Oh, Crom, what are we ever gonna do with you? We're gonna win the gauntlet. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, that was too much. Crom, you distracted me. Nope. All right, this one's gonna be tricky to. Why am I panicking? We can always fix things. I say this all the time. So the way we're gonna do this, we're gonna take our paper towel, just get in there a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And just like that, saved. Moral of the story is, don't panic when you're painting. Although I did see something on Reddit today. Oh, I got a panic attack from this. Someone was very close to finishing a mini. They had a paint that had spilled everywhere on their palette, and they're like, well, I'll clean that up later. And their mini, so they had the grippers that like hold on with pressure, and it wasn't in there right, so the mini popped out and fell face first in the spilled paint. Oh, I just saw the image and was staring at it, and my hands started shaking. Ooh, rest in peace. That was tough. That was tough to see. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it for highlighting, guys. So, oh, that is looking lovely on there. Let me see if I can't, yeah, look at that. Oh, it's looking good. Crom, thank you for putting flumps at the top of the list. It was requested. That's just with the 0 through 18. Yeah, that list is going to get very long. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Oh gosh, Brioni. I've got the name right. No, that's not Brioni. Eric, Dave, Eric, Brioni. I thank you for any thoughts that you might have had. Okay. I think it's time to. There we go. See. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Eric, and thank you, Brioni. I think it's time to move on to the object source lighting, or OBS. So here's the thing. Actually, we're gonna real talk here for a second, guys and girls, pack members, pack mates, fans, whatever we want to. Our community, tavern goers. I've never done object source lighting before. This is gonna be my first time. And I'm having that moment where I'm looking at this mini going, but I don't want to ruin it. And I know I'm not going to. But this is one of those hurdles that we all have to make when painting. Of you gotta do something for the first time. It's gotta happen. Now's that time. And just gotta go in and do it. So with that, let's do it. I believe we start darkest color and work our way light, and we're essentially doing this with glazes. So we're going to be watering these down a lot. Ooh, I should have gotten a different palette for this. Nope, we're good. We're good. We got what we need. So we're going to start with that emerald green. I'm not going to go up to that area that this up here where we were using the emerald green. Because we're doing this in glazes, I'm gonna have this be its own section. We're gonna take our clean water, which actually, I meant to say this before. So this used to be my, like what I would use for my water palette, and I almost instinctually turned it to show you. That would have sucked. Something about this size, honestly, it's like a tea light, or a tea holder. And I used to use these for my dirty water as well. I still use this for my clean water, which it's always a good thing to have clean water. But I have since upgraded to a big pot for cleaning my brushes. This is my dirty water. I much prefer this. You can really get aggressive with it. So for any of you painting at home, if you're trying to have like a small amount of a small thing for your dirty water, nah, go big. It's great. Mine is an old gelato thing from Trader Joe's. It's the perfect tin. It's also great gelato. So, oh, Ben, thank you for the bits of encouragement. So we're gonna use our clean water and we're gonna water that down a lot. Like this should just be a transparent, all right, we're getting there, Because I wanna be able to see everything underneath. Oh, and I just dipped into the clean water. I'm a doof. After all that. It's all right. It wasn't too bad. And we're really going to be using the clean water right now for glazing. So it's fine. Let me move this over. Yeah, so you can see this is getting very watery. Let's do a test here. Like how... That's still a little thick for my liking. Usually I've got some eyedroppers that I use for this, but I totally forgot them today. All right, let's try this. That's looking pretty good. That's looking great. Okay, that's going to be our glaze. Here we go. How far out do I want this to emanate? I kind of want this to go out to like here-ish. Ooh, actually, come to think of it, I'm already seeing it. That was still pretty heavy. Wow, actually, yeah, that'll do. We're also going to glaze onto it itself. That's going to be a good amount. So you can already see that the light is kind of jumping out. Now I want to go through and clean this up in the, and actually to do this, I'm going to get a fresh brush. So we've got maximum absorption. Because I don't want any of it to get into that crevice there, because that crevice is not going to be getting a lot of light off of this thing. Also with this crevice down here. There we go. Oh, dang, that's looking good. Not Just remember, the color will be strongest where you finish the brushstroke. It was a good glazing tip I learned. Oh, thank you for that, Dave. Yeah, so starting outwards and working our way in. That is an excellent tip. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. I need a little bit more down here. And right now, the coloring that I'm doing is kind of uniform. And I want to have a little bit of variation in that. And let's actually get a little bit up here. Well, man, this crack right by the gem is making this a lot more complicated, I think. So we are gonna get a little bit going on there. Cool. Cool. I love that show. Okay. Oh, that was good. Working our way up to the dungeon slime. So we're gonna do another separate palette or separate amount here. Also, Dave, thank you for all of your suggestions. Like, it's been very helpful. All right. Actually, you know what I should have done? That's okay. We're gonna bring this over. I think I want to do this in 4 different stages of light. So I'm actually going to darken this one down a little bit more. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. Now time to water it up. Actually, let's get that there as well. Dave, since I've had so much Roll20 and streaming prep, happy to do it. I've only done a little bit of painting this week. Yeah, no, Roll20 and streaming kind of does take it out of you. But it is so rewarding. All right, that's looking good. Let's double check. Yep, that's good. All right, glaze 2. Ooh, that is looking nice. Let's give that a little bit to dry. I might actually put a second coat of the glaze 2 on there. Gonna waft this really quick. Oh yeah, also, some of you may have noticed that we've been streaming for over an hour now. I'm trying to have painting in place be, and also Miniature Monday. Here, I can talk about this while this dries. I'm trying to have these shows last up to 2 hours now, as opposed to just the 1 hour. And in addition to that, sorry, I gotta stay hydrated because there's a lot of talking involved. So we're gonna try and have them be 2-hour shows. And also, once we're done with the dragon over on Miniature Monday, I know I made this announcement over there, but we're gonna be switching that over to Twitch, so all of our live content will be here. And also, rather than doing 2 different minis, I'm going to be painting the same project on Mondays and Saturdays, so it'll be twice a week for up to 2 hours. That way I figure large projects like this, we could actually finish in 1 month as opposed to like a month and a half that we've done right now. Lazy Goth, I appreciate the extra hour, more time to get more done. Exactly, yeah, I felt as though this should have been done by now. And not like, oh man, this is taking so long. It's like, no, well, this is also content that we're making. These are coming out as a video. So I wanted, you know, right now seeing so many videos of this one thing come out, it got to be kind of weird. It's like, no, there should be less videos and more time. So that's what we're doing. All right, there's that. That's looking pretty lovely. So let's go ahead and start getting into the lighter colors. Go back to the Dungeon Slime. Lazy Goth, I do enjoy the ride. It's a nice stress release for the week. Oh, good. I'm glad. I know we honestly wanted this to be kind of that, a nice stress release, a place that people could come, hang out, not have to worry about really much of anything. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of this in here. Oh, that was way too much of the Dungeon Slime. That's some impressive work. I have 0 artistic ability. Oh, well, thank you, Crandall95. Now, here's something I'm gonna say, though. Before I started doing this, I, too, had 0 artistic ability. I can draw stick figures. Painting was never a strong suit. I felt like I was cheating doing, minis, because to me, in my brain, I saw them as like a painting by the numbers. I'm really great at filling in the lines, doing things by the book and all that. And someone said, hey, well, not someone said, I started doing a lot more D&D, and I decided, hey, maybe I'll paint some minis. How, you know, I might as well. Actually, no. You know what? We're here. We're talking. Let me do the full story. So, a good friend of mine who is the owner of a shop out here called Emerald Knights teaches a painting class in person. And we were chatting, and he was saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm doing a painting class. You should come. You should hang out. You should do the class." And I thought, yeah, why not? Cool. Sounds fun. So I did, and the work that I did surprised me because, again, I thought of it as painting by numbers. Here are all of these lines for me to fill in, and I just gotta like figure out what colors to fill them in by. And there's a part of me who's like, but you're not very creative. You're not gonna be able to decide on what colors to do. That's why I use a lot of visual inspiration. This color scheme that we're using right now, I found from 3 different images. I Google searched Drow Throne or Dark Elf Throne, and these are what came up. So, you know, not to be that artist, because, you know, every YouTuber out there that's an artist is like, everyone can do this. I can do it. You can too. And I know a bunch of people think like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. But, you know, just getting down and doing it and trying it and seeing what happens, you may surprise yourself with what ends up happening. I've been painting for a little over a year now. So not a whole lot of time I have not dedicated a whole lot of time to this. And these days, I really only paint when the show is happening. Like, I don't paint for myself a lot, which I'm trying to get better with. Anyway, there's that little public service announcement. So this is a little more subtle than I was hoping to go for, so I'm going to try and do this brighter one a little even more bright, or a little brighter. There we go. Ooh. That might be it. We might stop right there. But wow, I look down and a lot happens. I like to use references as well. It can help so much. Yeah, if I painted without references, you best believe none of it would look like this. As one of those artist YouTubers, yeah, no, Ben is an artist YouTuber. But you're not one of those artist YouTubers. It isn't possible it is fully fledged yet. You may not have found the thing that resonates with you. Yeah, exactly. Crom is an artist if crushing is an art. Crom, crushing is an art, and you, sir, are the freaking Bob Ross of crushing. Actually, no, you're louder. You're Bob Ross if he was a current, like, if Bob Ross did TikTok, that's you. Can certainly make some skulls resonate. I'll say you have so many tools to crush foes with. And that emerald is looking gorgeous. Thank you so much. I think that might be it. I think that might do it. What do you guys think? Should I go one brighter? I don't think I want to. I really don't think I want to. I think it's time to just... Is it time to call it? No, it's not done yet. It can't be done yet. I'm gonna glaze the gems. I'm gonna glaze the gems on the side. If you want to make anything brighter, do the center of the gem. Good point. And actually, you know what we're gonna do? We are going to do the center of the gem. We're gonna use this bit right here. That was our brightest point, and we're gonna use that to get that last bit. Just that last bit. It's pooling up. We don't want that. Go. Gravity. I'm trying to work with gravity here. That heightens a light source. I think it could be brighter if this layer will darken when dry. Bob Ross and Hulk Hogan. There we go. That did it. Yeah, I think it's darkened down to as dark as it's gonna get as it's dry. Like it. To be honest, this bit is so watery. The glaze is already dry. Like it's done. Yeah, I think that's done it. Cool. I'm gonna do a really quick glazing on the gems and probably the I'm gonna do a really quick glazing kind of all around, and this is something that was taught to me that you do this again very light to tie a bunch of your highlighting together. So I'm not gonna touch this center area at all. I'm gonna do just a little bit around the edges of these spiders, spider legs. But the big things I want to do a little bit on here to help clean that highlighting up a little bit, and a little bit on the seat, the chair. I still don't have it's not a tabard, but the cloth on the chair. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to use our green tone. Where did I put my... Oh, shoot! That's what I forgot. I felt as though I was missing something. I forgot my shades. So hold on, I'll be right back. Imagine that none of this is happening. It's right here. Hold on. Okay. I got it. Oh gosh, I hit the camera. No. All right, and we're back. So I am running out of storage space for my paint. So right now, all of my washes are being stored in this box. All right, so we're gonna use the green tone by Army Painter, which is a nice green wash that I've been using, and we're gonna put a little bit on our palette, just a little bit, more than that. There we go. We're gonna put that down, and then we're gonna water that down a lot. So the already very watered down wash is getting watered down even more. We don't want this to... this is not shading. We're not using this for shading. We're using this to blend the colors together. I'm not very great at wet blending, which is also something else I should try. So there, that's it. Like, that's all that it did. Let me see if I can get an even more close-up of this. Get Ben to make you a dope paint box. Hey Ben, you want to make me a dope paint box? No, actually, I'm kind of chatting with Ben about making something. There may be there may be more Kickstarters in the future from Lachlan's Loot Library. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, so let me get a close-up of this. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, it's like very hard to see. There we go. So here we are. You can see that the blending, or the wash needs a little bit of work. God, this is the most awkward pose I've ever done. And this is just going to do that. It doesn't look like it changed much of anything, especially on camera. But what this has done is it has softened the... You stepped away for your leftover pizza. Ben, dang it, what sort of moderator are you? No, but so that's just blending all of those the layers together. It's cleaning up it's cleaning up the work that I did before, and that's it. So now time to do the same thing, but with the cloth. I should really stop doing that. All right, so for the cloth, we're gonna be again using Army Painter's red tone. No, Ben, we were talking about let's see here. Crandall95 was saying that you should make me a dope paint storage box. And I was just saying that we've you and I have already been talking about making stuff, and that there may or may not be another Kickstarter happening in the future. Not the near future. I want to be very clear about that to everyone. Not the near future. We're not talking like, haha, this one's done, on to the next. But no, Ben and I are in talks. And that's all I'm going to say. All right, so here we go. Boink. Again, super watered down. Oh, shoot, that's some paint that did not need to go there. I somehow missed that. I got some red on the throne. All right, we can fix that. There we go, and that's all that does, but look how it just enriches what was already there. Ben, you have so much fulfillment to do now. Yeah, no, once this is, you know, over, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. Actually, no, wait, those are little bits of cloth. Never mind, I was freaking out for no reason. What, me doing that? I don't know what you are talking about. Okay. So now that we've done all that, we're gonna do the same thing onto the throne. I should have done this before I did the glaze, the OBS. It's my own fault. What are you? Oh, Nighthaunt Gloom. I've also got some of my fun technicals in here. Which I should do another video on Nighthaunt Gloom and Hexwraith's Flame. Those were fun. I liked working with those. The first video that I did, the first Miniature Monday that was a Miniature Monday video on YouTube, was on Hexwraith's Flame, and it was great. Like, I enjoyed it. Not the video, but like, I mean, obviously I enjoyed the video. I made the darn thing. But working with that color. Alright. Oh, that startled me. Alright. There we go. And here we go. And this technique of doing a very light glazing of watered down washes is excellent for like dry brushing. If you just highlighted using dry brushes, or dry brushing, this is a great way to tie all of that together. Now, it is obviously going to darken things down slightly, but that's why you want to water this down a lot. To be honest, I may not have watered this one down enough. So I'm going to go into those crevices where it's going to try and pool and pull some of that away. Because, yeah, we don't want this to... We're not doing any more shading. We're not redoing the shading. We're glazing the highlights. Alright, so let's put a little more water in there. There we go. Oh boy. You know, I'm kind of going over more than what I need to be doing there. Really, the big thing is here. It's on these spider legs. All right, let's get a little more going on. And that should be enough to finish it off. Let's get the sides here. Gosh, remember how hard of a time we were having at the very start of this thing, getting the paint to stick where we wanted it. Seems like so long ago. It was so long ago. There we go. We're gonna let that dry for a little bit. But I think that's it. I think our throne is finished. Ooh, that's looking nice. Now, I say we're finished. We're not. Because this is the Dark Elf Queen and her throne. This is just the throne. So we obviously still need the Dark Elf Queen, who we have over here, seated elegantly on this cork. So we're gonna have to do her next. Now, for those of you who are new, let's show off my favorite part of this. The first thing that we did on this mini, let me get this sticky tack off. The first thing that we did on this mini was to modify it so that there was a magnet in the base of this queen and the base of this throne. Let me just make sure this is all gone. I don't want to, ruin the paint job we just did. So it still works lovely. She's not coming off. And is able to come right off. No one would ever know. Oh, that's so cool. So this is gonna be our next step. We've got the throne done. We're gonna have to do the queen next, the Drow Empress or the Dark Elf Queen, whichever way you want to word it. Whether or not you are trying to do as Reaper has done and not get into any copyright claims, or just be here and say what it is. That's gonna be fun, and that's gonna be next week. So next week on Saturday, we'll start work on the Drow Empress. Lazy Goth, now there needs to be a list of things Crom doesn't understand. Oh, we don't have time for that list, Eric. That list is way too long for anyone's own good. So there we have it. Let me get that out of the way. Oh gosh darn. Guys, we got upgraded lights. Well, we hit on our Patreon upgraded lights, and we haven't been able to order them because of everything going on. But anyway, that's gonna do it for at least this part of this this throne. Which, dang, that's looking great. So yeah, I guess time to wrap up. I just want to thank everyone for joining us on this Saturday for another Painting in Place. As always, I'm going to be heading over to our Discord to do a post-show hangout. You can hang out as I tear all this down. We'll be chatting with anyone that's in there. Also, links below. If you'd like, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Obviously, we have shows over on YouTube that we don't do live, like the Bestiary, where we talk about or we get into the details of the creatures from the Monster Manual, and that is hosted by Emmy and our good buddy James. I want to thank everyone. If you aren't currently following, please go ahead, hit that follow button. We're trying to get to 75 followers so that we can help out the people in the gauntlet. Thank you for everyone who donated, but also a big thank you to our patrons as well. So thank you so much for your continued support. You are helping to grow our channel and get us those cool things like upgraded lights. We have now sound dampening in the tavern, so things are going to be sounding better. If you are interested in becoming a patron, we have a few things that are patron only. Mostly it's a monthly newsletter right now, some behind the scenes footage. But you can head over, there's a link again below. You can become a patron, help support the channel even more. You can give $1 a month, you can give $5 a month. But again, that's as much as I'm gonna push it. I don't wanna be pushy about all of that stuff. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining. I hope that you enjoyed it. We got a lot of work done. Next week we will be painting up the Empress, and yeah, I will see you there. Bye all.